Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fitri Himi bin Ahmad Mukris. My metric number is 2022744583 and I am from class SR1133B. So for today, I would like to present about movie entitled Toy Story 3. This American computer animated comedy drama film that produced by Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney Pictures. This movie was released in 2010 and was directed by Lee Unkrich. The film earned $1.067 billion worldwide. But before we proceed to the next slide, let's watch the official trailer for Toy Story 3.
Obsolete over the hill!
Now, come on, guys. We all knew this day was coming.
We're getting thrown away!
No one's getting thrown away.
We ain't ever getting played with.
Hold on, this is no time to be hysterical.
It's the perfect time to be hysterical.
Should we be hysterical?
Now, yes! Maybe, but not right now.
Come on, let's see how much we're going for on eBay.
New toys!
I'm gonna get played with!
Where's my nose?
Here it is.
Here's your arm.
Give me that. That's
Honey,
mine.
the mustache?
We're busting out of here.
On three. One. Whoa! To infinity and beyond!
Sort of.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, Return of the Astronaut.
So without further ado, let's move on to the next slide. So right now, I'm gonna share to you guys about the plot. So for the plot is, Andy is leaving for college. So the toys were planned to be put in the attic, but were mistakenly put on the cup for the trash. Woody saved them from being thrown away, but they end up being donated to a day center. Unfortunately, the kids that attend don't treat the toys very nicely, so the gang have to plan for an escape. So as we know, in this movie we have a lot of characters, but in this slide I will focus on two main characters, which is Woody and Buzz Lightyear. So the first main character that I will share to you guys is Woody. So Woody is a loyal toy who has been Andy's favorite toy since kindergarten. Woody is a smart, determined and passionate man and will do anything for his nearest and dearest friends. He considers his friends as family and he tries his best to keep them together at all times. Yet he is a flawed character. He has a lot of doubt, anger, frustration, uncertainty and sadness, almost like a human. But despite his jumbled emotion, he tries his very best not to show them to his friends, so he can seem brave and courageous, but is not afraid to confront or comfort his friend with utmost care. It is not a whole long time until Andy is about to depart for college in Toy Story 3, which is this movie, and Woody is also uncertain about his fate when his dear owner leaves since he is so attached to Andy. After a misunderstanding that they have been thrown away and left on the cup, he and his friend end up in Sunnyside Daycare, which they meet Lotso, Ken, and others bright faces. Still staying true his promise to Andy, Woody decides to leave his friend who have stubbornly decided to stay at the daycare to their happy future. So right now, let's proceed to the second main character, which is Buzz Lightyear. So Buzz, like many characters in Toy Story, he is a complicated one with genuine emotions such as pride, anger, depression and sadness, much like a regular human. These are traits that he shares with his best friend Woody. However, one could say that Buzz is better at keeping his emotion in check than the cowboy. Buzz is known for his bravery and courage with a by-the-book mindset, believing the way people should live their life by following the rules. Buzz notoriously have a massive crush on Jessie, while Buzz is normally awkward around her in play mode. Released in demo mode, he refers to her as a temptress and immune to have bewitching good looks. But when turned to Spanish mode, he becomes passionate, confident and romantic, openly expressing his love for the cowgirl with romantic poetry and admiration. Buzz Lightyear's often repeated catchphrase is to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond!
So basically, why I choose this movie? So first of all, it's full of action wise, jokes and emotion. And secondly, the animation was very smooth and its music background was very good. So, in Toy Story 3 is a little slow to start, even though the intro is a thrilling set piece comprised of what Andy imagined when he was playing with the toys as a kid. Once the group reached the sunny side, the film kicks into the high gear and almost never slows down. The movie is Pixar's most visually impressive to date, not just in the character detail and their movements, but the number of locations they cover and the amount of objects filling the frame. Toy Story 3 is a movie people will go back to on Blu-ray and go frame by frame to find all the little Easter eggs. And this toy go through their elaborate escape. I found that while I was having fun, but I also wanted the movie to take a moment and have a character feel something. There's not a really moment of melancholy like when Buzz realized he can fly out the window in the first Toy Story or the When She Loved Me montage in Toy Story 2. That's not to say that Toy Story 3 is heartless. Toy Story 3 may not be as good as the first two films, but for me it's still my favorite movie and a fantastic ride and a nice send-off to the seminal films that took Pixar to a place where the studio had the freedom to make up movies like Wall-E and Up. Going back to the toys that started it all, Pixar and director Lee and Chris have created a movie with exhilarating action, sharp writing, and a bright spot in the disappointing summer. And when it's come to time to hit viewers with the emotional punch, Toy Story 3 packs a wall up that will have you in the tears by the end. So right now, let's proceed to the next slide, which is the moral values. So first of all, it's about life moving on and letting go. Secondly, be faithful and try to leave a positive impact. In this movie, it's about life moving on and letting go, resonated on an extremely personal level, with both demographics which explain the theatres full of grown-ups struggling to muffle their sobs and sniffers. So right now, let's proceed to the slide that memorable quote. The quote that I choose is "So long partner." So let's watch the clips of the quotes.
So long, partner. Oh, hey, Buzz, you haven't put all these toys yet. Hey, come here, you're gonna...
So basically, the quote that I choose is the Woody's last words when he need to say goodbye forever to Andy for the last time. At that moment, he was very sad and heavy to accept the situation, but his best friend Buzz helped him to control those feelings. So before I end my presentation for today, I would recommend to you guys to watch this film, which is Toy Story 3, because we can see and understand that nothing is permanent in this life. Every beginning is bound to have a parting, and in this movie it shows that Andy has to part with his toys for the sake of his future. So that's all from me. Thank you for your gifts, your attention, and see you guys in next video. Bye!